down, down, down. Ow, no, 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 no. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, no, no, ow. Tip it up. Pum, down, pum, pum, down, pum, down. Welcome to Midlife Ballers, a show where you listen to us talk about stuff. I am one of your ballers, Matt Scarpino.
And I'm your other ball, Jason Buuck.
Not with us today is Producer Chris. Producer Chris. Oh, hey everybody. What's up? I'm Producer Chris. Hey, what's up?
The shaft is gone.
Have it. No, Producer Chris is not in the state of California right now.
Zavina Schnitzel.
He's not here. He is checking your papers, please, in another state working. So he is not joining us today. But we are excited to shoot without a parental control to bring you some discoveries and ridiculous updates as normal.
We're just going to have to make him do more editing.
No editing. Because he's going to come back late and this thing's going to drop and it's going to be like, shit.
There you go.
It's not going to be on schedule. If you are already a baller follower, thank you. We love you. Coors Light to you. If you feel like supporting us, go to patreon.com/Midlife Ballers for some early access to our shows and some monthly content. If you cannot go to Patreon, or if you don't have any ducats and buckets, or baller dollars, as Jason calls them, you don't have to. You can just subscribe. I'm going to throw that in there.
No, go
you
ahead.
can just subscribe to YouTube. Man, it is getting warm in here. I'll be honest with you.
Fuck, it's hot as balls.
Because
right
it's
now.
raining outside in some kind of crazy tropical storm, and I'm already like, I should not worn my pants. We also have this new thing called The Store, midlifeballers.com/store if you want to buy some of our cool schnitzel, like the cups we sometimes drink out of. Today we went free balling. I don't know why I have two beers.
We
I
need
think
to get some koozies.
We need to get some koozies.
Yeah, they're called koozies.
I thought they were called cozies. It's a koozie?
It's a cozy?
I don't know. Are they called koozies for real?
Now I'm looking
You
it
gotta
up.
look that shit up. Check us out. Like us on Facebook. Follow us at Midlife Ballers. You can follow me at Scarpino Man.
You can follow me at Jason Buuck.
And you can follow Chris, Producer Chris at Producer Chris. Oh my God. So we did it. We got through the intro sans the producer, and I'm super stoked.
It's koozies. KoozIes.
All right.
Koozies.
Well, koozies then. Right?
I like that better than cozies.
Well, I thought you were going to like coochies. Like I thought it was, we need a coochie for this. Like we stuck it in them.
Koozies.
Yeah. So what's going on, J-Bone? 6 hours in the traffic to get here.
Yeah, a lot of traffic. Nothing really.
Connect with the audience.
Nothing really amazing going on as far as life.
Okay.
I mean, I wish I could say something interesting.
Well, I had something happen to me.
Okay.
Besides, I was on vacation in Las Vegas. I came home to a package that looks like this.
Oh.
And we can't zoom in on it.
It's USPS?
USPS, United States Postal Service, brought a small little box, approximately 1.5 inches, 2 inches tall, 6 to 8 inches long. And, I mean,
It makes
if
a
you're lucky.
difference.
And I look at it, and I'm not seeing anything. It's to me at this address.
Can I
mailed
see it real
from
quick?
Monthly Boxer. I don't know who that is.
Yes, it is. You're right. 8 ounces of goodness. It says
And
right
I
there.
open up the box to find, I don't know if you can see this, America, a box with a gummy candies bag of dicks and a sticker that says, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Now, I thought my associate, the wonderful Jason, what's your middle name?
Brian.
Jason Brian Buuck. Hey, Brian. Will you share my coin purse? Was sending this bag of dicks to me.
Nope.
He did not send the bag of dicks, and I checked with Producer Chris, who did not send the bag of dicks, to my knowledge. I don't know who sent me a bag of dicks, but I want to know, because this is the funniest shit. I literally laughed, and I didn't want to eat these dicks without my entire staff with me. So we now have to wait for Producer Chris to come back.
In
2 weeks. No,
damn
you
it.
want to eat those
Do
dicks
they
now?
keep?
I'm going to put them, like you
yeah,
said.
they got,
I'll put them in the fridge.
they're
and
gelatin.
We'll freeze up these. I mean, look at them, dude.
I wouldn't mind a mouthful of some dicks right now.
I'll be honest with you. I like the red dicks.
They look good.
Yeah, the red ones look good. I don't know
I
how
just be
gummy they
popping
are.
them left and right.
You'd be popping these dicks. The ingredients:
Let me see.
high fructose corn syrup.
Can't eat them.
Just kidding. Here, you check out the ingredients while I drink
Well,
one of my
I'm just
17
saying,
beers.
like this is it's 2017. It is like a rainbow. It's like a Benetton ad of dicks. There's just a slew of different But they're all the same size, which is not like real life.
It's like a white guy's locker room.
Pretty much.
Bunch of 1-inch cocks.
And some of them are green, and some of them are red, and some of them are just nice, like golden, nice golden
like
color.
Italian tan.
I would like to know who actually sent that.
So
to
you guys got to let us know. Somebody knows something about something. I'm gonna put this box of bag of dicks away.
Well, I mean, if it was a fan, they made an effort to find out where to send it to.
No, that's absolutely correct. And I don't know. I mean, okay, let's be honest. This came from New York.
Well, it was ordered from New York.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. So they mailed it from New York, but we don't know who sent it. But we do know.
You've talked about your company though, right?
Yes. So if I talk about
the
production company, and if they go to the website, there is an address. Yes, I understand. So eat a bag of dicks. My favorite part is the 20% off sticker that came with the bag of dicks. So if we ever want to order some, we can pay it forward. Here's the great part. Are you ready for this? Dicksbymail.com.
I don't know.
Dicksbymail.com.
Unless it was like an old boss that I had that I hated, I would want to put my name on it. I would own it. I would own it. Eat a bag of dicks. Love JB. There you go. That's what I would do.
Yeah, dude. I do not. Yeah. So
yeah.
To say the least. Did you start a timer? I don't think I started the timer.
No, but
I should start a timer right now.
Say we're 5
minutes
in.
Yeah, we're about 5 minutes in. Yeah, so this just
Thank
in.
you.
Bag of dicks. Thank you so much. We're going to eat these when Chris comes back because I want Chris to have a mouthful of dicks also. So very thoughtful, very excited.
Thoughtful. People are giving.
Just drop my sack of bag of dicks.
Those aren't cheap. I mean, you didn't go to,
look up bag of dicks and see how much that
I
costs.
did. $15.
That's a $15 bag of dicks.
And that's not even shipping.
Damn!
Yeah.
What you doing?
It's a good joke. I like it.
What you doing?
Somebody made the effort. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much for the bag of cocks.
It's an anonymous clap.
All right, are you going first? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first, man.
All right.
So before we start, I mean, I sent you a video.
You did?
That I wanted you to watch.
I did. But I watched it.
I didn't give you everything.
No, you just said, I want you to watch the video.
I want you to watch the video.
I'm done. I have the video content in my head.
Fantastic. So if you watch anything on the news lately, or I'm not one big on the social media. Like we already talked about it.
Well,
I don't even have an Instagram.
Called it the social media.
Social media. I don't have Instagram. I have Twitter and Facebook, but I really don't even look at Facebook. And the only reason I found this video is because somebody sent me in a messenger or something else. You hit on that, then you keep scrolling down. There's another video, and I saw this one. It's about Sammy Sosa. Mm-hmm. Sammy Sosa, if you don't know who that is, tell
us who Sammy Sosa is.
I will give you some of his highlights.
Who is Sammy Sosa?
He was a baseball player.
He's retired.
He is very retired.
He's older now.
He is much older.
And he's not black.
And well, the thing was that when he's really known for when he was in the home run race with Mark McGwire.
Wow, that is a long time
ago.
I remember that.
It was in the...
But didn't it come out that Mark McGwire was on the juice?
They were both on the juice.
Oh, they were both on the Rudes?
I don't know who. Actually, I think he might have... I think Sosa might have actually
roids,
talked. I don't remember. But it was a big thing. I mean, they were just hitting dingers over the fence every game. I mean, it was...
A dinger is a ball?
Ding.
A dinger.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just flying. Every game, they were just waiting. Everybody was wanting up each other. And as you know, he has retired. And he is no longer on that athletic diet and workout.
Awesome.
And, he's put on a couple of pounds eating regular food.
Couple of LBs.
Like we do. But as you said, there is one major difference, a singular difference, but yet a major difference. Now, if you were to go and take a look at Sammy Sosa about 2009, you would see a beautiful, very physique, godlike almost.
Chocolate love.
Chocolate love, you can call him. And then
Dominican chocolate.
Dominican. Haitian Dominican.
Yeah.
And then about, if you look at something, Sammy Sosa 2017, you'll see a completely different face.
It is shocking. I had no idea. I'm so glad you brought this to light.
It is shocking.
No pun intended. Brought it to light. Yeah. Because if you look at these images, as I did in the video, it's a young girl. Oh, you want to talk about that?
No. You drop the big thing.
What's the big
what does he look like now? For those who haven't
paused okay. So for those of you who don't know, there is a story where, oh my God, too much beer. He used a skin lotion that was supposed to make his skin smoother, and it just happened to make his skin whiter, meaning it's a bleaching agent, or he had a complete bleaching plastic surgery moment, which no one knows. So there is and this is a brilliant picture right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally looks, in this one photo we just found, it is literally like Two-Face. He's like Two-Face, like Harvey Dent. He has one side of his face in this photo, the right side, camera left, is sort of white, and the other side is very black.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's very interesting that this is a thing now, all of a sudden, that he's turned himself white, much like, God rest his soul, Michael Jackson.
MJ.
With the skin bleaching.
Well, I sent you this video. And the video, if you want to talk about the video, because you just recently watched it, is it still kind of fresh in your head?
Absolutely. I watched it a few hours ago.
So tell me just about the video,
It seemed
the
like,
tonality
so there was
of
a
it.
young woman sitting on a staircase outside.
I'm gonna get me another beer, so keep
You
talking.
should do that. And the young woman is sitting, and she's speaking, I guess Dominican's not Spanish. It is a version of Spanish. It's not formal Spanish, Mexican, American. It's Spanish. She's speaking Spanish. Yes, but there are dialects, and there are different regions. So I'm just trying to put it. I didn't know if there was a specific language that's not Spanish
I think it's just
in the Dominican Republic.
I think it's just Spanish.
We should look that up because I don't
should.
want to be wrong. Why don't you look up language of the Dominican Republic just so we make sure it's Spanish?
Go right for it.
Anyway, so it seemed like this young woman who was being filmed, very tight shot. She's sitting there. She's kind of hunched over, and she's essentially putting Sammy Sosa in the room and is essentially yelling at him.
Spanish.
In English and Spanish. Basically chastising him and saying, it's not bad to be black, Dominican black. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to be Dominican black. It's not muy malo, is what she said, which I believe is not good or bad. And so I was laughing my ass off because it seemed like if he was on the other side of the camera, I mean, it literally was he was in the room. She was screaming.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And she was absolutely right. Like, for some reason, the skin has changed substantially. And the funny thing is, throughout the video, she does like spit take or camera take, like where you mug to the camera, and they switch to a black and white version of the shoot. So they're playing with color versus black and white, which I thought was very clever as well. So the video is really funny. It's a couple of minutes long. And
at the end, she kind of begs Sammy to come back to us.
Oh yes, so she wants
does.
him to come back to the dark side.
Right. Well, I mean, that's, I guess, one way to put it. So I watched this, and I mean, if you take a look, and if you don't know who Sammy Sosa is, and you take a look at his pictures now, even if he was originally a white man, I would think that he was sickly. He looks...
No, you're absolutely right. These
would look
photos,
like
you know what it
a
looks like?
sickly white
I'll be
man.
honest with you. It looks like anytime Eddie Murphy in the 90s was in a film where he played a white man.
White chicks.
Or it looks like, white,
like
chicks.
white chicks.
Oh my God, it does look like white chicks.
It looks like white chicks.
Where the Wayans brothers are painted to look like the counterparts
Right.
in the movie. You're absolutely right. It looks like he's wearing makeup.
Now...
At no time does it look like his skin is that color, and it is insane.
So I'm watching this.
Jesus
and
Christ,
I don't
it's
know
black
why,
and white.
As many things do, because I have some time on my hands, my brain just starts churning stuff.
I'm super
The wheels
confused.
start spinning. Yeah. And I start thinking, because she mentioned this thing where she talks about self-hating. And then it started making me think, what are the new rules now? What are the rules
I don't understand the question.
about wanting to change? Now, I'm going to ask you, take a second. I need you to look up this name right now. I want you to look up an image. Actually, I'm going to show you this image. This is an image.
I mean, my iPad's connected. I can go for it. Let's see what we're going to do.
This is an image
Okay.
of a woman.
Okay.
Her name is, let me get your name. Her legal name is Nkechi Amare Diallo. Okay.
Okay.
This is her name. Now, do you
Okay.
recognize her?
No.
Okay. She is actually a teacher, or she was a teacher at East. Let me make sure I don't mess this up.
Okay.
She was a teacher at Eastern Washington University. She taught African American studies, and she was also the local president of the NAACP in Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
Okay.
Spokane. Okay.
Spokane?
I think it's Spokane.
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 Spokane. Tomato, tomato.
Cocaine?
Cocaine.
Cocaine?
So now the big thing was, like I showed you, okay, that was her. Now this is the kicker. That was her legal name. She changed her name. This is her original picture.
Whoa!
She is actually a white woman. She's a white woman. And she's,
oh my God.
she has declared herself to be transracial.
Oh, Jesus God.
So
is this where we're going?
So this is where we're going.
This is where we're going.
So this is the thing that I've been thinking about.
Holy shit.
So what are the
Transracial? That's a thing now?
That's a thing.
Oh my God.
So my thing was that
Oh God.
this young woman was badgering. I don't say badgering, but she was, and I hate to say it, a little bit bullying Sammy Sosa. Because
Yeah,
it was,
absolutely.
It was passive.
Absolutely.
It was
No, no.
passive aggressive,
It wasn't
saying,
passive aggressive. She was fucking yelling at him.
"Yeah, like you are Dominican. You should be proud of being
being
Dominican,
dark, yeah.
of being
Black
a
Dominican.
black male Dominican."
Strong black is what she said.
As
Strong
a-
black Dominican.
as if-
Dominican.
What he wanted to be, because for some reason I started thinking that as far as sexuality goes, we're ambiguous about it, but when it comes to race or ethnicity,
Shut the fuck up.
we're very, hate to use this term, black or white. You know, if you're of this race, we're all on the same team.
Oh my God, I have so many jokes right now.
You know, I know you do.
I have so many jokes right now.
I wanted to. I know there's some
Transracial.
things going to be made light of, but
Where
I mean,
did you pick this up? I have not heard this at all. Is this really a thing?
transracial?
How long
it's
is
gotta be.
transracial? Did you just say? Did you just coin transracial?
No. She calls herself, this woman, her name is actually, her given name is Rachel
Holy fucking
Dolezal.
shit.
Dolezal. She was actually fired from her job. She hasn't been able to get a job since she got fired from the college. I mean, she was African American studies. I mean, she really embraced it. But that makes you ask the question, what can you self-identify yourself as? What are the
Oh my
rules?
God, this is great.
What are the rules?
Yeah, there's rules.
I mean,
Okay, here it comes. Transracial, Urban Dictionary. When a person who is born of one race makes the decision to become or represent themselves as another race, this is often done by persons who are mixed or biracial and can hence pass for multiple races. In more extreme circumstances, persons will change their outer appearance through tanning, etc.,
or lightning.
to appear to be one race or not another. Oh wait, what is her name?
Her name
Rachel
is Rachel Dolezal.
Okay, so she's in here.
Yeah.
She's in the Urban Dictionary. Damn Rachel Dolezal. Dolezal. How do you say it?
I think it's Dolezal. Yeah.
Just did the swerve on her white parents by deciding to live as a black woman and disowning them. Holy shit. Now they mad as fuck. And it's PHUCK, which I love, Urban Dictionary. She just up and became a transracial overnight. Holy fuck.
Well, she didn't do it overnight.
No. But I mean, like, obviously
to become the president of your local chapter of the NAACP, it just doesn't happen. You just don't walk in. Hey, saw there's a job opening. You mind if I take it?
Holy fucking shit. So let me ask you this.
Good.
What if you were born as a white male and you wanted to be a black woman? That's transgendered transracialisms.
Yeah.
Those are two isms on the same body. So you need to get
You're double tran.
You're double trained.
You're a DT.
You're what?
You're a DT.
You are a DT.
You're a DT.
Oh my God.
But
double trans.
But
that means that you need. Not only do you need a vagina, but it needs to be a black vagina.
but think about it.
Holy shit!
Everything's got to be done.
This is insane.
But think about it.
This is like finding fire.
But we look at somebody. But think about poor Michael. Okay, it doesn't matter. And I
Are we
understand.
talking about Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And I understand people are very sensitive when it comes to race. But what if he does not self-identify as a black man?
Michael Jackson?
Or Sammy Sosa?
Well,
What if he doesn't?
you mean what if he wants to be a white woman?
What if he wants to be a white man? Why is he not allowed to do that? If that's what he self-identifies as,
So good.
why can
You're
we
absolutely
not?
right. We have to accept it.
We have to
accept it just like we have to accept everything else we're supposed to accept.
Absolutely. So what are the rules? I mean, because I understand.
It's just who you are. You say who you are, and that's who you are.
Yeah.
And that's what people have to take you at face value for. So you're saying that this woman who shot the video should shut the fuck up because he's self-identifying with. Now we have to interview him. How do we get to Sammy Sosa?
I don't know.
At this point, I would turn to Chris. Chris, can we? And he's not here, so we can't. He's like this. I'm making another $1 million. I am not going to contact. I don't know why he's Dr. Evil. I don't know why. Throw me a frickin' bone over here.
My biggest concern about this is like, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. If you self-identify as something, fucking go for it. I don't care. The only bitch about the whole thing right now with the transgender for me personally, and this is where I become very selfish, is the bathroom issue. Because now everybody shares a bathroom, and when I used to be able to get in and out of a bathroom, I'm in fucking line now. Because it's one bathroom. It says male, female, other, and everybody's waiting in line for the same bathroom. And you can say what you want. Women take 3 times as long to use a restroom as a guy does.
Yeah.
So there's this long line.
Because the fucking stick comes out and it's done in 5 seconds.
There's this long fucking line. That's the only thing, and that's my own selfish thing. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you identify as this, that, the other. I don't care. I'm not an extremist who's like going to go, well, what if somebody thinks they're a dog? Are we going to let them be? They're going to take a shit in the yard. We can't do anything. No.
Yeah, you have to accept it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Scarpino, 2020.
By your, what does that mean? I'm running for something?
You got to be running for something.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm like, look, I identify.
Man.
I identify with a larger male. Therefore, I'm going to be a larger male.
Yeah.
I'm going to work towards becoming a larger male. I'm not going to go on Twitter like my brother and put on that sugar is the enemy, as he does every day on his Twitter, at Nick_Scarpino. Sugar's the devil.
It is the devil. It's bad for you.
Yeah,
but
you
anyway,
want one
go
of
ahead.
those? Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm not. Dude, I'm just saying we have to accept. So if somebody wants to be black or white, like for me, like where does it stop? I don't know who I'd want to be. Who would you want to be?
I'm happy with who I am.
You want to be like a Japanese woman?
Nah.
Well, you want to be a kept woman?
Okay. Now, you got to think about if you want to become, now, we got to play stereotypes.
Let's do it.
If you were going to become
who are going to be
another race, what would you have to do to yourself? Like,
for me,
what would you have to do if you were going to become Asian?
I wouldn't want to be Asian.
Okay.
I'd want to be black.
Oh, you want to be
so
black?
I'd have to get for the stereotype.
Yeah.
Not all black men have huge cocks. But
no, they do not.
And not all white men have huge cocks. Just you. So I would want like a dick infusion.
Infusion
or something. I would make it like
implementation.
Sure, some kind of.
Oh, the Nike pump?
Like a pump. And then I would just fucking spray tan the shit out of myself. And I would shave my head.
Oh, you would just want to, you want to tan it? You wouldn't want to dye?
Tattoo? Oh, I'd have to dye
the skin?
Oh, no, I don't know. I'd have to do research. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a thing, America? Do I dye my skin?
Well, I mean, if you look at her.
No, she just grew her hair.
No. Well, I mean, if you look at it.
It's weird. I mean, I would look at her. Okay, here's what I see. When I look at her, I see a light-skinned
black chick,
African American.
Absolutely.
Well, I say African American. You can say black chick if you want. Find me another photo. No, you're well. I mean, sure, light skin.
I mean, she did.
Her hair is.
She did stuff with the hair. Okay, but now
man.
I think she. I don't know who. I mean, there's some
that
pictures.
Must be her child, and she must have had sex with some kind of black man.
I think she married a black guy.
Of course, she did.
Now, if you look at this, now it looks like she's a black chick who's trying to be the white chick, where she's got the blonde dreads.
Kick it. Let me see. Oh, you're goddamn right.
Yeah. You see?
I'm super confused. So she's just riding a tan? I mean, she changed the skin color?
I don't know.
This is fucking awesome.
You know, and then,
that is a lot of work. That is good work right there.
But she just wrote a book called In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But I appreciate her if that's how she self-identifies. But like I said, my biggest concern, and this is where nobody wants the government to come in, but this is where the government actually has to come in and get involved, because it all comes down to monies. Monies.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
Well, what'd you say right now as far as on the university status?
Oh, Jesus, God, you're bringing that up.
The biggest issue right now.
No, you're absolutely right. Minorities, right there is good.
Yeah.
Can we thank you?
Yeah, if you're
a minority or
you get a little right now,
ethnic,
you get a little bumped up, a little preferential treatment.
A little bit. Like, let's just say you can't be a white man.
Okay.
If you're a white male in the workforce, a white male in school, and you have any money behind you at all, you're not probably going to be as much preferred. And I know people aren't going to want to hear this, and we're probably going to get a little shit for this. But in reality, both of us have gone to school. Both of us have tried to get jobs. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's a thing. I'm just saying it's a thing.
Well, the
it's
government,
not a negative thing.
Well, the government
it's
has
just what's happening now in racial and.
Well, it is mandated.
Is it mandated?
To an extent.
Because I know that when you're hiring faculty members at universities, you're not allowed to talk about race or sex.
In some companies right now.
In reality, though, that is all they give a shit about in the junior colleges and colleges in this fucking region of the world. Yeah. So I mean, that's right there. It's like, if you're a white male, you're not getting a job. I'm just going to say.
I mean, you got to think about that. And of course, when you apply for grants and such, they'll ask of what a race you are.
Wait, so where are you spinning this? You're saying that people are going to now be transracial to get things they need?
You don't think there could be a scam right there? Like somebody.
I don't think it's a scam. I think people will just do it because
what are the rules for you to become something else?
I think this is the same problem that is plaguing America right now with transgender. It's like so easy to just say, I'm going to be a male. I associate with a male.
I self-identify I self-identify as Latin American, and I want to be Mexican American, and they have XYZ scholarship.
And you should be now Jason Martinez.
And I should be allowed to.
Jason Gonzalez.
You don't look like it. Well, that's your perspective. I self-identify as this.
That's brilliant.
And then, what are the stipulations? The government has to now get involved. It has to get involved now. At some point and say, what are the rules? Is it X amount, X percentage, or do we put you in front of people in America and they go, that's this guy, that's that guy. It's like whenever I had some friends that were Jewish and they're like, no, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. I'm like, listen, if you're in a fucking lineup and you're there.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now.
You're the white
fucking
dude.
white guy.
You're the fucking
you're a
white
guy.
Dude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you might have a Jewish last name, but in the lineup, it's like you and a Mexican dude and a black dude and an Asian dude. You're the white guy. Yeah, you're the fucking white guy.
No,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
That's when people go like this. What are you? I go, I'm not white, I'm Italian. Yeah. I'm olive green. They're like, no, you're the bald white fat guy. Yeah. That's what you are.
Well, okay. Well, that's a whole different subject that I've been kicking around in my head. But
good.
Yeah, about you and your baldness. No.
Yeah, oh my God, glucose.
I mean, think about that. Well, what would the stipulations be if the government had to get involved because you had whatever tax breaks or there were you want to start a business. Let's say they're trying to start, because I think there are programs for African Americans to start businesses, right?
Sure.
Now, that being said, saying I self-identify as an African American. That's how I self-identify. So I feel legally I should be put into the same category without interviews.
It's awesome.
I'm blind.
It's awesome.
But I'm just saying that's my one big concern going in. So what would you make as the stipulation or the guidelines, the rules?
No, I mean, this is the problem with not problem. I say problem. This is the issue that transgendered people have, is that they're forging this world, this identification for their world, and it's now becoming more accepted. I think now people are going to self-identify, but I think here's maybe a good way to look at this. Okay,
hit me.
1 second, I got to burp. My wife, God rest her soul, she's not dead. She's listening to the show. I love you, baby. She changed her name when we got married. Okay. And I said, yeah, you don't need to change your name. You're a professional. I know you need to keep your last name. She's like, no. I want to support the family. So we will go through this. And now she had problems with regard to education and her social security number. And like universities weren't using her work name, which she wanted, her legal name before she got married. And I said, you know what? This is ridiculous. You are who you are. People identify who you are. Right. I don't care that you don't use my last name. Everyone knows you're married to me. I'm the fucking elephant in the room. Right. I'm secure in my manhood. Let's rock. So she had to pay. We had to get a lawyer because it would have been cheaper and easier for us to get divorced for 3 days so she could switch her name back and then remarry in the court than to actually have the process she had to go through to change her name legally back to her original legal name, her maiden name. It was ridiculous. So that being said, my logic would be the same thing. There needs to be some kind of parameter set if you want to change. Not to say no, you can't, but there needs to be some kind of rule that says, cool, You identify with African American. Cool. Okay, here's the test, or whatever there needs to be. Like, you can't just say, I need to go through this process, because then you'll have the people in America that abuse the process. Like, you don't want to just flip to another nationality or race or creed or religion, because, well, and actually people that do it with religion do it all the time. So religion has no boundaries, right? So why would race or creed have any, there'd have to be something because of the legalities of it.
Well,
just like transgender, like, they don't want it's really the only way. There's only one way people get really uncomfortable with transgender. It's when a man turns into a woman and goes into a woman's bathroom, because we're ridiculous that way.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's the opposite, no man gives a shit if a woman who used to be a woman and now has a penis comes in. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's only the women who are like, oh shit, that used to have a dick, and now my daughter's going to get fucked by this thing that has. It's like, you are so fucking small-minded.
It really is.
It doesn't mean anything. So that's the problem with it. It's like, if the transgender community has rules, be the same rules for transracial
across the. Well, I think it's the same.
Whatever the rules are,
it's the same rules for all of society. I mean, it's.
But well, that's true actually, because you have to get checked out to do everything you want to do in this world.
It really only comes down to the bathroom. It really does. I mean, that seems like to be the issue.
Well, no, but I mean, I can think of what about? Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
That was.
But what if you're doing this? What if you're like, I roll into the South, like I'm in Mississippi, and I roll in, I'm like, dude, I just want to have some lunch, and they're like, whatever, you're not black. No, I am black, because I self-identify with black. Here's my quote transracial black card. Fine, but what happens if it's the other way? What if a black man rolls into the South and says, no, I identify with a white man. I'm a white man. They would be like, choice words that I can't say on screen, choice word, and that's bad. Because where you come from, in Louisiana, South, there could be an issue with that if the guy's like, no, I'm white. And they're like, no, I'm sorry, you're not.
Okay.
And that's not.
That brings us back to Sammy.
That brings back to Sammy.
That brings us back to Sammy.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to come around.
And you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Reach around.
I didn't go to broadcast school, but I know what I'm doing.
So we're talking about Sammy Sosa here, and what I noticed was within a community,
sure,
there's acceptance or there's not. So this one woman within this community talking about Sammy Sosa, she did not respect his decision or his choices.
Sure.
And she's like want him to accept being a black male Dominican and embrace it and love it and whatever.
Yeah.
Now, when it came to this woman, this Rachel, she actually had a bunch of high power people that were actually saying that she did, like Rihanna said she was a bit of a hero. She had Malcolm X's daughter offered her support. They had the people that were accepting and saying, we embrace it. I don't know if anybody in like the white community, and I think this is where that term, oh my God, not white pride. What is it called? White
privilege?
White privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is where white privilege, as a white male, I can give or take. I don't get aggravated by it. It's like when
you're a white male, but you're also from the South. So let's put this in perspective.
When Jenner,
nobody gives you a job because they don't trust you.
When Jenner became a woman, I didn't think it's like, as a male, I wasn't going, oh, we lost a great athlete. He was this guy from the decathlon. He was on the fucking Wheaties boxes. Oh, we lost this guy. Come back to us. I never thought that. That never really affected me.
Right, because you're not old enough.
What do you mean?
I think most of this conversation, let's assume that the baby boomers and one or two other generations get the fuck off the planet, right? Mm-hmm. Stop sitting at a Starbucks. Stop wasting my motherfucking parking spaces.
But this woman did, and she's young.
That's what I'm saying. So she's
pioneering. So you said I wasn't old enough, but now I'm too old?
You're not old enough to give a shit because you didn't grow up in the 50s and 60s. Meaning, our kids, think about, not our kids. I don't have kids. Do you have kids that we know of? No, probably not. Oh, yeah, you have one that we know of. Okay, I forgot you had a daughter for a second there. I'm sorry. Too many beers.
I have a very baby-like face.
Yeah, you're still in college. And no, because I totally lost my train of thought with your daughter, and I apologize. I assumed she was someone else's.
She's someone else's too.
What I'm saying is that we did not grow up in a time that explored all of the racial issues that were happening at the time.
But it happened just now. No, but even Jenner just happened.
No, what I'm saying is that your daughter is growing up in a world where
world.
in a world where Jason Buuck has a large wiener.
Welcome to reality.
She will grow up in this world,
Documentary.
right, where, or like, let's say our great friend Steve Gutner just had a daughter, beautiful little girl. She's what, 25 days old, 28 days old. She's going to grow up. By the time she's 21, she's going to be like this. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Color, race, creed. There's not going to be computers in 21 years. You know what I'm saying? Like there'll be flying cars. Who the fuck knows? So those, because racism is passed from generation to generation. If you are in a world where there is no racism, it just doesn't exist.
But still,
people can hate other people.
I still believe,
but you do not enjoy all the words unless you've taught the words.
But this is one of those things where if there was a white athlete who self-identified as being black, I don't think, to be honest with you, I think if you came out and said, no, stay white, stay white, stay white, it would be considered racist. You know?
Right.
But for some reason, his community doesn't go, we don't understand, but we're going to accept it. And we love you, Sammy. You'll always be Sammy Sosa. You'll always be that guy. He was dark. He wasn't like black as night, but he was dark. But we'll always remember you like that. If this is how you identify yourself, if this is what makes you happy, why couldn't this young woman say, I don't get it, but if that makes you happy, I get it. But I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe if you don't have enough. Well, he's a role model. If he's a role model, then you should be a role model for the kids who come out. Like later, there might be a transgender in the Dominican Republic that's like, I respect because Sammy did this. Sammy found his true whatever that he wanted to be. Now I can accept myself as well. Yeah. I mean, why can't we look at it like that? I mean, because that's how we've looked at gender.
Well, we can. For me, this is a great topic. I've never experienced this topic. I don't know transracialism, or racism, or racial. Transracial. Transracial is
transracial.
Being transracial.
Well, a transracist.
No, I wouldn't say it that way.
No, you're not transracist.
I'm not transracist. No. That doesn't make any sense either.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God, this is so good. All right, so we'll have to do some research. It's a great topic. Let us know what you think, America. The pipes are calling. Dare I say that was a great topic. Do you have anything else?
No.
I mean, I can't wait. I wish Chris was here because he would throw in some shit. I just want to know what the Germans think about transracial, transracism, transracist. No, transracial. Fuck, I can't even say it.
She's transracial. She is transracial.
Transracial, not transracist.
No,
that would be bad.
No.
All right.
Well, she couldn't be racist after.
Learn it, people. It's trans. Everything. That should be the title of the episode.
Just trans. Trans what? Doesn't
trans
matter. What do I look like now?
Throw the trans in there. Like
there have been a couple times, dude, when I told you I was working the concert the other weekend. There were a couple of times I was like, hey, you, what's up? What can I get for you? Because there's a couple of times like, oh my God, somebody gonna get pissed off if I identify them as a woman or a man. I mean, am I now in the wrong because that's how I identified you because you don't identify yourself as that? But let me give you an example. Let me give you a great example.
Give me an example.
My daughter, and this is from the mouth of babes. My daughter, still got a daughter. We're watching this TV show. And it's one of these reality shows where people try to buy a house. Caribbean something or other.
Okay.
And they have these two women that are married.
Sure.
Caribbean Life. Something like
Caribbean Life?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Tomatoes.
Okay. I know some people that live in the Caribbean.
Are they pirates?
Yeah, they have pirates of them.
Okay. So
Captain
you
Jack.
got the show.
So we're watching it, and they have these two women. They're married. And they're both the short-haired lesbians. And my daughter is sitting there, she's watching, and of course, from the mouth of babes, they're asking she's asked the questions, and I'm like, I told her, I said, there's no stupid questions, ask what you want. So she asked the question, she goes, Daddy, are they friends? And I said, yeah, baby. I said, but they're married. She's like, two women can marry? I said, yes, ma'am, they can.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's like, and this is what she says, and she asked me, and she goes, so when they get married, does one of them have to get a boy's haircut? Because they both had the short haircut. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, that woman looks like a boy. I said, well, how would you, and I asked her, how would you address that person? Like, as a sir? And I'm like, that might And so I said, I said, sweetie, I said, you just do what you do as long as you're polite. And so then I started thinking, I said, would that woman be offended that this child who from complete innocence identifies this as something? Of course, then they would say society says that men have to be this and women have to be that. But if whatever it is that you're putting out there, this child, which is innocent, identifies that as this might be a guy,
Right. Here's the thing. I would go along with that if the lesbian turned to me and gave me shit for not educating my daughter. I don't give a fuck who you are at that point. We're going fisticuffs. Don't fucking yell at me for raising my kid the wrong way when it is a goddamn confusing world. Like, how are you supposed to explain, what is she, 9?
9.
How are you supposed to take a 9-year-old and say it could be a dick or a penis and a vagina, vagina, dick or dick, no dick, because there are people that don't like sex. It could be black or white, depending on Monday or Tuesday. American, not American. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit out there that, fuck, 9 years old. She's trying to make heads or tails, no pun intended.
Yeah, she was just, she was asking an honest question. And
That's fucking great.
I try to.
Your daughter's amazing.
I try to be as honest as I said, just whatever you do.
Did you draw a picture?
No.
Did you take 2 scissors and go, this is what it
this is what it's like. Okay.
You take 2 scissors. These scissors are going to fight until one of them is in.
She's like, Daddy, what are you trying to start a fire?
Please, God, don't write us. We're 41.
No. She asks great questions and makes me think. And the only thing I could tell her is like, whatever you do, just be respectful. Say, if you're going to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, just go with it all the way. Please and thank yous. And that's all I'm asking. Just be polite. Just don't say anything mean, And, God bless her. She's a great kid. But, that's some of the things, from the mouth of babes. Like, I was sitting there thinking about that along with this conversation. Like, you want to ask questions, but, if you're being honest, okay, if you're being completely honest, and so we want to talk about having this discourse, and I mean discourse in a negative way, but like a conversation with someone, and you're being honest, and you're like, listen, I got to ask somebody. I don't know who the fuck I can ask. Okay. You used to be a guy. Now you're a woman. You got the surgery done. And then you want to ask them an honest question. Like, how does that work with sex?
Oh, that's easy.
I mean, but you ask it and they're like, oh, how dare you? It's like, but we want to have this conversation. We want to open this up. We want to not have this thing where, it's just a bunch of fucktards making dumb jokes about it and looking at these people as if they're these aliens. It's just like a child asks his parents, where do babies come from? The vagina.
Or a test tube.
The goo.
The smelly jelly hole.
The goo. Bugay.
The meat wallet.
Bugay.
The purple drape hallway.
Thank you.
It's right in front of you, and it smells like topic 2.
Chris, this is where we take a break. This is where we snap it.
Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna keep singing until. This is the intermission where Jason is tinkling. This show is sponsored by Coors Light. Reach for them Rockies. Touch your own balls. How long do I have to do this? Hurry up! Hurry up! Welcome to Midlife Ballers. Wait, I already did that part. Topic 2, electric boogaloo. Shut the fucking door. Leave the door open. That's fine. Actually, I was watching You were watching breakdancing? Break. Oh, grab that piece of paper over there with the highlight on. The highlights. The highlights is highlighting. Do. Break dancing Jason. Moonwalking Jason. Dude, your back is sweaty just like my balls. Give me that thing. Topic 2. We are assholes. All right. Thank you, Jason, for bringing a new trans definition to the stage. Here is my topic for today. It's not as serious as your transgender, but it's still interesting.
Transracial.
I thought, okay, so as I was scanning, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I was reading some shit, and I was scanning through some stuff, and I found this website called looper.com.
Like the movie?
No. That's what I thought, too. That's why I clicked on it. I was like, oh, it's like, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis meets Bruce Willis.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. No.
Oh, I just ruined the movie.
No, it's the same guy. But it was interesting to me because I had not thought about this actor until I read this article. And the article is entitled, Whatever Happened to Matthew Fox? Do you remember Matthew Fox? If I said who Matthew Fox is?
Matthew Fox.
Yes.
Oh,
Take a second,
From
take a second.
Lost.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jack Shepherd.
Yeah.
He was also in Party of Five.
Yeah.
Within an 8-year span or 10-year span, he was on 2 of the hottest TV shows in the world.
He did one movie. No, he did 2 movies. He did Point of View. No.
Good for you, man. You are pulling
Something
some shit.
Point.
He did a lot of movies that no one gave a shit about or made any money, which, according to this article by Looper.com, which I thought was great. But here's the thing.
That's great.
I mean, I guess my idea is, what would it be like to have everything and then nothing in the world of TV and film? Now, let's do a little backdrop, because some of the people might, if you're listening to this and you're like 18, 19.
Is this what you just had her do?
No, I had it. I just left it on the
okay,
table.
okay.
Yeah. No,
Did you message her to bring it to you?
Yeah, I was like, hey, can you read my notes? Because I forgot my notes. Because I was going to try to do this more slick. And then,
okay.
Because
Go ahead.
I was like you. I printed it because it was coming off. I took notes and shit like that.
All right.
But, I mean, literally.
I love it.
Literally his career over 2 decades, right? 2 decades. We had Party of Five, which I never watched. You loved it?
Oh, he was.
I never watched.
It was a good show.
And Lost, which everyone knows Lost. A lot of people. Did you like Lost?
Fuck,
Who was
Lost?
Right, Lost was amazing. And the end of Lost, did you like the last episode?
I thought it was exactly what it should have been. Are you going to deep throat that bottle? I mean, Jesus, man.
Right.
No.
No.
Go ahead.
But this is the thing. We talk about this. But 2010, so the 10 to 17 now, we're talking about 7 years of this decade. No one's seen Matthew Fox. They don't know where the fuck he is. And there's some theories that Looper.com brought to the table, which I wanted to bring with you too. Apparently, I forgot he was in Smoking Aces and We Are Marshall. Those are the 2 movies that, I mean, I've seen those movies.
Oh yeah, he was in We Are. Yeah, he was the coach.
He was also Smoking Aces too. He's one of the agents.
Oh yes.
But that's right. You have to go like this. Oh right. Or he was in Speed Racer. I didn't realize he was in Speed Racer.
Oh, was he the brother?
Yeah, I guess.
Was he Racer X?
Perhaps. I never saw it. And then apparently,
do you remember
he was in World War Z?
World War Z.
Never saw that movie.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Did I? Who was in it?
World War Z.
I didn't see it.
Oh, was that just Z? World War Z, wasn't it with Brad Pitt?
I don't know if that's a thing. Yes, it is. No. Did adaptation of Max Brooks's zombie epic World War Z was supposed to be something entirely. After original cut, this is it. After the original cut was shot, a large chunk of the script was rewritten and reshot, and then Matt Fox's shit was cut out. So that's got to be fucking horrible. And then in 11, this is what I thought was funny. So this is one of the reasons why they think he's like not in the limelight anymore. In August of 2011, 6 years ago to this month, his name was dragged through the mud as he was accused by a Cleveland woman of punching her in her delicate area.
With his penis?
I'm pretty sure with a closed fist, it says delicate area of her body. So a delicate area could be a variety of things. A transgender delicate area.
Okay.
Fox would have starred as a colleague of Brad Pitt's Gary Lane, caring for Lane's family while he's off globetrotting in the effort of stifling blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But his role became a blink as you miss it in the para-jumper scene. So all of Fox's optimism that his character would have been more developed in later chapters of the world, would it be a trilogy, was for naught.
Okay.
And then the woman's okay. So then the woman sued, but it came out that it was actually a fake thing. But this is the problem. He had to defend this on Ellen, the TV show Ellen, that he did not punch this girl in her delicate area.
Was he promoting a movie at the time?
I don't
He
remember.
must
It doesn't
have.
say. No, and then in 2012, guess what happened?
Don't know.
DUI.
So who cares?
Nobody cares about DUIs, but it was Oregon though, and that's the problem. And he actually admitted that on Ellen as well. I don't know why Ellen is like a therapist, but apparently he was also in a DUI accident. So my problem is, it's like, okay, so then this thing is saying, you know, he was either he had bad publicity, bad press, his movies didn't make it, everyone likes him on TV. He had two characters that he can't get away from. He's basically typecast. And then he basically says in an interview in Men's Fitness in 2012 that he was retiring from the industry. So for 5 years, we haven't seen him. Are you looking it up right now?
What I decided to look for is, you got to remember. Do you know? Can you look up and find out how much he made per episode for Lost by the end of it?
I mean, I can use my iPad. I can't call anyone. I'm not in the business.
Well, you have some people that once they've made enough cash, they just decide they're going to do whatever they want. Like, I'll give you an example. The guy who plays Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Mr. Radcliffe. D-Rad, as we like to call him.
I've met him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's nice.
He actually literally said, he goes, I've made so much money from Harry Potter, I can do whatever I want.
For the rest of his life.
My film projects and anything, where he plays the dead body, I think he plays a dead body, or he plays the guy who drags a dead body around. Have you seen that movie?
No.
But those are the kind of movies that he can now make. He can make whatever he wants for fun. He can do theater. He did a musical, and I think he also did what's the fucking movie about you stabbing the horse's eyes out?
Equus. He was in the play.
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah, so he can do whatever he wants now, and I think
he was naked, by the way. Not
Fox might have decided, I've made this kind of money.
I don't think it's that much though. I mean, his net worth is not what Daniel Radcliffe's is.
Well, I mean, how much money do you need before you can just do whatever you want for the
So how many years did Lost run?
6.
Right. How many episodes per season?
13, 14.
Okay. He made $150,000 per episode.
Even at the end? Mm-hmm. No, get the fuck out. No, there's no way.
This is what I'm saying. How much hold on.
There's no way.
He gets, okay.
That was one of their biggest shows.
That could buy his own haunted island. During the first season of Lost, the reported per episode pay per each actor ranged from $20,000 to $40,000. Last year, the cast got to raise roughly $80,000 per show. That's a general cast. And it's reported that Matthew Fox is worth $20 million. That is not a fucking lot of money. Let's look up Daniel Radcliffe, because you brought him fucking up. Daniel Radcliffe, fool. Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Net worth 2017. My boy's got, because Matthew, $110 million.
Yeah.
That's the kind of money where you can spray spoo around the garage.
But you got to remember,
Ba, ba, ba.
he's still getting paid off of Lost.
Who?
Matthew Fox. If it's showing again,
but
as soon as
that's not what you want. You don't want 150. Friends were getting $1 million an episode.
No, they were getting
$1 million.
They're getting $2
million an episode. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's I'm thinking of Seinfeld.
Yeah. Oh, I finally got my girl to start watching Seinfeld. She goes, "This is kind of funny."
Well, they don't really do anything.
What's
going on? I don't know.
She kept thinking Seinfeld was Frasier. And I'm like, nah. He was getting $225,000 per episode
at the end. Okay, so 225 times 13. Great. Just under $3 million a year. That's not a lot of money if you think about Tom Cruise making like 26 to 30 million. Like, what about fucking? Okay, let's go back. Robert Downey Jr.
But what do you need?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah?
$50 million for that fucking show, for that movie where he plays Iron Man in the fucking with all of them. What are they called?
The Avengers.
Yeah, in the Avengers, the first Avengers, he made $50 million. He was above the line at $50 million.
But,
you know why? Because he's Robert fucking Downey Jr.
Okay, but still, he might be best on the small screen. I think he's a great actor. I will watch anything he's in. You know, the problem with him is when he did what was the movie? What did I just say was Point of View?
Yeah, I don't have it. Keep going. Keep going. Nobody cares. Keep going.
If you probably never watched it, but he plays kind of like a bad guy, and it's hard for us as a culture to see him as anything but. Once Party of Five lost, he's a good guy. Vantage Point. I mean, how are we going to look at him as anything but that? You know,
I think that's I think this is what this article brings light to, that he's not getting roles because time has to pass. He can't be Jack Shepherd or Charlie Sellinger.
Well, that's why he was in the bad
Right
guy
off the bat.
in Alex Cross.
I didn't see that.
It was I don't know why. He's supposed to be like this action star, kind of like Jason Bourne.
It just sucks.
But it was
because
with
if you think about ER,
yeah.
ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
I didn't really watch
You
it.
didn't watch ER. Fuck you. ER was great.
I watched like the
but
first
George
couple of
Clooney
years.
in ER, and then what does George Clooney do? I'm the fuck out and check out my wife and all my millions because I do films.
Well-
I mean, he fucking transitioned gloriously.
But yeah, but he also did some production stuff as well. He kind of pushed himself there, which was great. I'm not saying he made some great decisions, but Matthew Fox could not leave because he was a main character. He was contractually obligated to that. He couldn't just bone out. I mean, a show like ER, they could kill somebody off, and the show just keeps going.
No,
I couldn't believe
understand.
it was still on the air. I was like, fuck. I mean, what hospital are they at now? How
No,
many people?
it was all the same hospital, you
I know.
fucking person that didn't watch ER.
I was done.
I loved ER. The end of ER was fantastic.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was like MASH. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do you know there's words to that song?
Yes.
It's fucking morbid as fuck.
Yes.
It's like suicide and shit.
Suicide is painless.
Yeah,
Painful?
suicide
It's
is painless. It brings on many changes, and I don't think I'll something. We used to have it on our piano, play piano. We had all
great.
the words.
Oh, that's great. I think it's
for a
tuned
kid,
from the
for
Vietnam
like
War.
a 7-year-old kid, like going, la, la, and suicide is painless. So can we just do the musical roles on the player piano again?
Jason.
Poor Matthew. But well, you know what? It's funny when we talk about a lot of that. It's funny you brought this up because the new Charlize Theron film,
Atomic
Blonde, and I saw that like she's been in a couple of movies where she's supposed to be this action hero.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it.
No, she's so good.
I was watching Eon Flux. I'm
She's
like,
6
this is a
foot,
bad
like 7.
movie.
She's a 10-foot tall chick.
She
She almost came to Comic-Con too. I was like, hold your breath.
You know what she was
Count to
amazing
10.
in? You know what she was amazing in?
Go.
Arrested Development.
I didn't watch Arrested Development.
Fuck you then.
Okay.
Go back and watch it.
You know what I just started watching though? Totally side note. We're gonna go on this tangent for a second. Have you? You watch Netflix? Jason Bateman's got a new show on Netflix.
Yes, Ozark.
Have you watched it?
I watched the first episode. It's good.
I'm 4 episodes in. Shit gets real. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the first episode though.
I watched the first episode.
Oh, first episode's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
What about Fortitude? Have you seen Fortitude on not Hulu, the other one, Amazon? Fortitude.
No. Oh, it's with Quaid?
Nope. Keep going.
Who's in it?
Stanley Tucci and about a lot of other people. It takes place in Antarctic.
Yeah, no. It's got Quaid in it.
Dennis Quaid?
Yeah.
Randy Quaid? None of the
No.
Quaids. Look up Fortitude. I don't think that's right.
So go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying some of these new shows, I just wanted to throw at you guys. I got like, oh my God, you haven't seen Fortitude yet? And then but you should watch. Okay, here's what you should do.
Yeah, right there. It's on the fucking cover.
Wait, what? No, that's Dennis Quaid?
Yeah.
No. Is that a movie?
This
Or
is
it
the TV show.
Click on that son
Thriller
bitch.
series.
I'm 6 episodes in. I haven't seen him yet. Okay, I've not seen him in the show yet.
Maybe
He's
it's season 2, man.
6 fucking. How many seasons do they got? Oh my God, my wife's gonna shit. if Dennis Quaid's in
I
this.
don't know. It's for season 2.
Fortitude season 2.
Yeah, maybe he's not.
Okay,
in the
so
first
he's
season.
not. Look, Stanley Tucci's right there.
Yeah.
Who's the first guy? What's his name? He's fucking badass.
Dormer.
Yeah,
Richard
he's
Dormer?
badass.
Richard Dormer.
He plays the sheriff, and he's badass.
Tell me how you feel about him. I've never seen him in anything else.
Okay,
before.
so fucking Dennis Quaid's in this. Great. Spoiler alert. God damn it. Now, what are you going to tell me next? Sam Shepard died? Jesus. This is ridiculous.
Well, I was going to say that, but like I was like thinking about like how many action films are you going to be in, and I don't think any of them are good with her.
I love her.
I
though.
like her. I'm not saying I don't enjoy her in films. I just don't think she's made great ones. I think she.
Oh my God. What about where she plays that woman and she's like this?
Yeah, okay, she got ugly. She's a beautiful woman who decided to get ugly. I'm not saying she's not. I will watch her in a movie. I loved her when she was in Mighty Joe Young.
I didn't watch that.
That was one of her first big things. No, she's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, but keep trying to push her into these these action films.
What about with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino?
Oh, Devil's Advocate.
In Devil's Advocate.
She's hot.
When Al Pacino's like this, and gets the blowjob from the girl under the desk. That's like how I view our relationship. Like if you and I were lawyers, it'd be like this. Just move the tablecloth.
And I'm like, I guess I'm doing all the paperwork.
Oh no, I would say you're the one getting the BJ, and I'm the one going. I guess we got to pay for it.
Again.
Right. Bring me a virgin.
Well, okay. Well, think about it. Like, who are some of the other big TV actors that have decided just
douched out?
Well, they didn't douche out. I mean, he made a decision. He is doing theater right now. Like he's got some stuff in England. He's producing things. He's not.
I think here's
he hasn't
the deal.
fallen off the planet.
May I say that you are either in it or you're not. And I feel like he was in it.
Are
and
you
then
not allowed
something
to?
happened. No, I'm just saying. If you think about the stars that are continuously fucking pushing, right? Big ones like Tom Cruise, 3-4 movies a year. No matter what happens, the guy's fucking he doesn't need to do shit. He could fucking die tomorrow. He wouldn't have to do shit. What's happening? Why are you bringing up Rob Reiner?
Rob Reiner. He was on a TV show.
You talking about All in the Family?
Yeah, one of the biggest TV shows
In 70s.
ever.
Yeah.
And then guess what he decided to do?
Become a director.
Yeah, he got behind the camera.
Well, but he's
That
also
and
on
producing.
screen too. Yeah.
Yeah, but he does guest appearances. He's not starring. He's not on anything.
You can't talk about. That's not what I'm talking
Why
about.
can't you?
Well, because that's old school Hollywood. I'm talking about 90s, 2000s.
Okay.
That's Matthew Fox. There's a lot of stars that kind of do. Shit, we're done for a while because people go, we can't use you, or maybe they can, and maybe it's this article.
Drew Barrymore was directing things.
Nah, Drew Barrymore stopped. Well, she's different. That's Hollywood royalties. Okay. The Barrymores are royalty, so that you can't. She's
But
part
she's
of the
still gotta
family.
have talent. She can't be
No,
horrible.
she started her fucking production company. She does films.
Okay.
That's different. Matthew Fox is not like this. Hey, Tom Cruise, be in this film I'm producing. That's not what's happening. He was Jack Shepherd, and then they were like, fuck, I don't know if we can use you anymore. And then he punched a girl in the vagina, so they say, and he got drunk, and then he's like, I quit. And he said he's going to retire, which is bullshit. It's like, what's his name?
Minus Clooney.
Who the fuck?
Minus Clooney, who has made huge transitions
From TV
television
to film.
Okay. And you can't go behind Clooney. Because I know you can go back to Michael J. Fox and all this stuff.
Michael J. Fox did shit.
After Clooney.
Are you talking about like TV and strong film?
Go from TV.
Okay.
Go from TV.
Okay.
Being a star and then going into film.
Rick Schroeder.
That was before him.
Just kidding. Okay, so you're saying after ER, Will Smith.
That was before ER.
No.
You want to...
Look it up right now, motherfucker.
All right.
No, you motherfucker. I'm going to break this bottle on you, motherfucker. Look up Will Smith in the fucking Fresh Prince and tell me that ER didn't start earlier. You're fucking wrong, and I'm getting a hand job right now.
All right. Let's see. We got that.
No, for the listeners, once you connect with the camera,
I
when was Fresh Prince? When did it air? Was the first date on ER and versus Fresh Prince? Come on.
Okay, let's see.
ER. First episode of ER, please.
The first episode of ER was 94 to 2009.
Great. Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince was 1990 to 96.
God damn it!
So there you go.
So you say I can't go past Clooney.
Can't go behind Clooney.
God damn it.
Can't go before Clooney.
I mean, look at the clothing. How did I know 4 years? That was not bad. I was pretty
No,
close.
it was good.
So now I got to stroke your dick.
It was. I mean, if I gave you a 5-year, buffer. But after that, some other actors that were able to make in America, it's very hard to make that transition. I know.
Okay, all right, slow down. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Anyone from
Because they're doing the exact
Frasier?
opposite now.
Frasier?
Name one.
Kelsey Grammer? Did he go to film?
He did Down Periscope.
Nope, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
What did I watch?
He
I'm
didn't
gonna
need
go
to.
with
He
what
was
I watched.
making-
I'm gonna
he-
go with what I watched.
He made the Frasier money. Fuck.
I'm gonna go with what I watched.
Okay.
When was Magnum PI? Late 80s. God damn it.
Fuck, dude. Going back.
I'm trying to go back. Yeah, but he stopped doing films too. But he's back on TV with Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods.
So that's a Blue Blood thing. God damn it, Tom Selleck's so good looking.
And Innocent Man too. Good movie too.
You're talking TV. Well, Brad Pitt was on TV.
Okay, he was
On
not.
Friends. I know he's already Brad.
Okay, that's
he was,
not the
he was
same
already
thing.
on Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
he was already Brad Pitt.
He was fucking one of the chicks
He
on
was already.
Friends.
I mean, they were married. He was already Brad Pitt.
Well, hopefully they were fucking.
From Thelma and Louise in the late '80s, he was already Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And not far and away, but A River Runs Through It.
That was later. I think like his big role was Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
That was his breakout role.
No. That's when he broke out, but when he became a heartthrob was A River Runs Through It.
Yeah, but he was in Thelma and Louise prior.
But yeah, he had a bit part.
It wasn't a bit part. It was huge.
He was a catalyst.
Huge.
He was a catalyst for it, but then he was dead, and that's what put him on the runs. Anyway, keep going. Give me somebody.
Besides the Clooney that got as big as Clooney.
After Clooney made it a regular and great career in film.
God damn it! I wish I could say Bosom Buddies because Tom Hanks is huge, but that was in the late '70s.
Dude, and that was the only TV show he was on.
No, he did a lot of bit parts on TV. He did a lot of TV.
But I mean, he's
as an active member
yeah.
with the guy that became later the father of Leah Dunham in Girls, the gay father who was actually in Bosom Buddies.
Yes,
I forgot his name. Okay, God, man, that's a hard question. That's a hard question, my friend.
And I'm just saying.
No, you don't have to say anything. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
But right now, you could be a film star and come into television because that's where the money is now.
Huge.
That's where the real money is. I mean, you're getting paid.
Repetition.
You're getting paid per episode, a quarter of what you're getting for a movie, but that goes on for like 8 or 9 episodes. So you get more money and probably working less.
And residuals.
Yeah.
Although with the movie you get residuals, but not the same way.
Yeah, it's not like TBS is buying that shit.
That's true though. Well,
fuck, even Seinfeld's still getting paid.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Seinfeld doesn't count.
Dude, that's buying an island like a small country money.
Which is funny because what's his name? Larry
Sanders
is coming back to TV. Curb Your Enthusiasm's coming back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're bringing all those fucking shows back. Roseanne's coming back.
You want to know why? Because they can't think of any good idea.
John Goodman. Huge. He's fucking huge now.
What year was
Roseanne? I don't know. Find it. Actually, George Clooney was on that too, so I think I'm fucked. What year was Roseanne?
Trying to find it. 88 to 97.
God damn it!
Hey, I'm asking, man, if you can.
Clooney played Booker in that, so of course. Fuck.
I don't know, man.
I got nothing.
But back in the day, I mean, think about fucking Ron Howard was on one of the biggest TV shows. Also connected, I think, with Rob Reiner. I think he had. Yeah.
Go. Talk. Speak.
Who played Laverne?
Gary Marshall's sister.
Gary Marshall,
and
Rob
Penny
Reiner.
Marshall.
They're all in this small little world where, Penny Marshall.
You know why? Because they're white or Jewish.
Well, it's not or. It's
and.
It's and.
You put yourself in a lineup with a black and a Mexican and an Asian. Yeah. You the white one.
Yeah, you are the white. I'm sorry.
2017.
That is what it is. That is what it is. But if you can, if anybody, and I challenge, if somebody can give me a good name, I will concede. If you can give me one, I will concede to it. If you can find an actor who's gone from television to film and has made a great career. Oh, I got one. I just found it. I got one. I just answered for you.
Okay.
Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah.
He's a fucking superstar now. He will never do television again.
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't if I was Chris Pratt. I fucking love Chris Pratt. Have you seen Passengers?
Yeah. We already talked about it. Yeah.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I just watched another episode of the Graham Norton show through Facebook or Twitter, where he's doing a card trick next to the beautiful and the lovely Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Because they're pushing Passengers.
Right, J-Law.
And then also Will.i.am is there, which is funny because I ran into Will.i.am at Comic-Con, which is
because
weird.
He is a big
at Comic-Con. I have no idea. No, because Comic-Con's also films and TVs. Film and TV. It's almost like a...
Film and TVs.
You listen, I was at the Comic-Cons and I said to myself...
They like the films and the TVs.
I squeeze your, how do you say, scrotums? No, he was...
I give you the big six.
He was in... That's a Russian hooker. Which is funny when I saw... You know what I wanted to say? You know what I wanted to say? I wish you were here because Chris and I talked about when you were gone last week.
Yeah.
Comic-Con, and when I saw Harrison Ford, and I wanted to go up to him and go, Svelana says hello. Efremova Smith. Efremova Smith.
Where?
I wanted to see him, and I didn't say it because I don't want to be that nerd.
What were they in together?
The Widowmaker.
Oh, the Widowmaker.
She played his wife. That's where she was like. That's where we got the info that he smokes a fuck ton of herb.
Yes.
And at the time, he liked his night butterflies.
I believed it.
He liked his Russian night music, as it were. Oh yeah, no, he came into the room and ate like 3 bags of fucking chips with his sunglasses on. I want to fucking party with Harrison Ford. I think he's already got the best weed.
He can score the good stuff.
I mean, he's fucking Han fucking Solo or. Not that he was fucking Han Solo at my desk.
Oh, but he was. I don't think he should have been Jack Ryan.
I loved him as Jack Ryan. What are you fucking saying?
I liked Alec Baldwin better as Jack Ryan because I read the books.
Okay, all right.
Read the
books. Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
He was the original Jack Ryan. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
In The Hunt for Red October?
Yes. Yes, he was. Yes, I'm agreeing with you.
Be careful what you shoot at, Ryan. Most things down here don't react too well to bullets.
He's just I'm trying to think about anything I've seen Alec Baldwin in that I don't like.
There's nothing, and let me tell you right now about Alec Baldwin, because we're talking about stars that are kicking ass. He literally can go nowhere and do no wrong right now. After the Trump shit that he did with SNL and the fact that he's on cartoons and he's in commercials, what's in your wallet? This motherfucker has got to be. He's got to be having so much goddamn fun right now.
Well, dude, I mean, you thought like the worst of his career was when they got the voice message when he called his daughter a little piggy, and I was like, this.
Nobody cares about that.
I remember that, and I was like, well, maybe she was being a little fucking pig. I'm like, you're taking this completely out of context. I've called people I love some horrendous names. Doesn't mean I don't love them. You know?
Did
you ever hear that video?
Yes.
I mean, hear the recording?
Yes, because he's screaming.
Yeah. Now, of course, he's always kept a very high standard. Like he was with what's her name?
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger
For a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. But he's a career. Well, that's the thing that I was saying. You got a lot of these big film actors that are now doing film and killing it. I mean, in TV.
Okay, so
killing it.
Let's go back a second
Go
here,
ahead.
because you brought up Chris Pratt, Freaks and Geeks. You've got Seth Rogen. You've got
I had to
Linda
give you a
Cardellini.
hint.
You got
Who?
Linda Cardellini.
Okay.
She was in ER, and now she's done a ton of films. You've got what's his name? There's 3 of them. And he played not James Dean. What's his name? Franco. James Franco. Which he had his brother on the show too, the younger one.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 of them. I didn't realize.
Okay.
And then Michael Cerna. Oh, and Jennifer Aniston actually has done a fuck ton of films after her TV expense. No, she has.
She's not a film star.
Amy Adams was on The Office, and she's fucking huge.
She had a one-liner.
Who? Amy Adams?
Yeah.
No. Amy Adams? Did she really?
Yeah,
I thought she
was
was on
in
The
one.
Office.
She had one.
Oh,
episode
that
with
doesn't
Versus.
count then.
Well, it's okay. It's kind of like the girl who stars in The Room, and then she was also in
Movie's freaky.
in the King Kong. She had a brief scene in. She was in The League.
I don't watch that show.
God, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch The League.
Watch it.
You gotta watch The League. It's hilarious. But okay, you know what? You did it. You did it. You pulled it out.
What'd I do?
The tail end. You were able to name a couple.
I know, but I had to look it up. I didn't know them right off the bat.
I had to give you a little guidance. I had to give you a hint, but that's fine. I'll give it to
So
you.
good. Oh my God,
So
dude.
good.
This has been a great episode. A super great episode. So good. Thanks for joining us for episode, I believe, 76, but I actually have to check with Chris because I'm not exactly sure where the fuck we are in this. If you have not subscribed, please goddamn subscribe. Tell your people to subscribe. When we hit a certain number of subscriptions, which Chris won't tell us, we're going to do some cool shit. And I'm not saying it's Jason running around naked, but it could be if you want to see it. We got to act now. Most of the people that listen to this probably aren't women, but maybe there's some guys that want to see, Brian Buuck. Not Jason Buuck, but Brian Buuck.
That's my
The
stage
sensitive,
name.
your sensitive side.
That's my SAG name.
That'd be awesome if you were Brian Buuck. Go ahead and bring in the BB, the big BB, the triple B.
I'll be Stunt Dick.
JBB.
Stunt
I'm
Dick.
gonna call you JBB from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, bring in the BB.
That's why my mom named me that.
So you can go BB.
No, because she liked repeating
JBB.
initials.
JBB. That's actually pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be like JBB. Daiquiris by JBB. Property by JBB. Stunt Dick by BPP.
Prostitutes by JBB.
Fuck. Go to patreon.com/Midlife Ballers. Throw us a couple dollars. Dollars. You can catch us on all the iTunes and everywhere. I can't
All
talk
of the
anymore.
iTunes, you can
Listen
catch
to
us
me. It's all the computers.
It's in the cloud.
The computers. And check out our new store, midlifeballers.com. This has been an amazing episode. Without Chris, we miss him. Toast to the fucking producer. Producer! Thanks for listening. Beep. We're not in right now. But if you check us out, we'll return your call. Return the call. Return your call. Return your call. This is where Chris puts the shit on the bottom.
Subscribe.
Touch.
Here.
Subscribe. I gotta hit the button.
Me too. I got to pee too.